everybody. Welcome to Jake and Me Van Life. I left Missouri and now I am in up on a mountain bluff back in Colorado. You could probably hear the wind blowing. It is absolutely beautiful here. I've lived in Colorado 25 years now. How did I not know this place existed? Even in the last almost 3 years of doing van life. It's amazing. It's about 3 o'clock. What am I doing laying down? Because I'm having a very, very painful day. And so this is what I do. I get in bed when I'm having a really tough day. But you know, as I sat here and thought and looked and felt everything around me, I'm as happy as can be. Even though I'm in terrible pain, I could not ask for a better place to recover from this pain segment that I'm in. And I'm amazed. I've got my mosquito screens up, so my doors are open except for this one right here, just because it was getting a little overwhelming with the wind. So I closed that one, but no flies, no bugs. Right now, let's see, around the middle of June, the temperature since I've been here, this is my 3rd day or 4th day, I don't know. You lose track of time when you're doing van life, don't you? I do anyhow. Do you guys? Well, I chased the cooler weather because I left Missouri and, the ladies were wonderful and that was nice and I enjoyed that aspect of it. But as I've said in a previous video, I can't handle the humidity and the heat anymore. It just does not like me and I feel terrible, I'm miserable. And so that was something new I learned this time on a new trip. But the meetup was fun. I enjoyed the ladies and seeing Joni. Hadn't seen Joni in so long, from my sisterhood, the sisterhood of the traveling vans. It's Lisa, Joni, me, and Beth. And y'all know Beth by now pretty well. She's been in enough of my videos. And actually back in, when we went to Joshua Tree and all, I have videos of the 4 of us. So by the end, we named ourselves the Sisterhood of the Traveling Vans because that's how close we became. Well, Lisa's out in Alaska, but the meetup, we knew we were getting to see Joni there. She's the one that told us about it. And it was just like we'd never been apart. I just love her to death. Beth and I really enjoyed the 3 of us getting to be together. We did miss Lisa, though. It's still not the sisterhood complete without Lisa. So that was all nice, but the day the meetup ended, I was out of there. I think I was gone by 11 a.m., and that was way later than I wanted to. And I hit the road, and I was great from then on because I was in my van in air conditioning driving for 3 days. Stopped at Love's as usual, and I'm really tracking the Love's really well on my map, and I'm in my Google Maps. I keep track of which ones I like, I rate them myself and all. So I've started doing that recently, and I think it's going to help me a lot. But I wasn't sure where I was going, so I had picked 2 different places the first 2 days I was traveling. And then the 3rd day, the day I actually arrived here, but that morning when I woke up, I thought, I'm going to look around Colorado Springs and see what dispersed camping is around in that area, because that's Colorado Springs is an hour and a half from home, my daughter's house. And up here it was about maybe a half hour to get up to here. And I'm on this beautiful bluff overlooking Pikes Peak, which is a big mountain in Colorado. But the weather's been gorgeous. It's been in the 60s in the daytime, and yesterday and today it's gotten in the low 70s. And then the nights are really cool. It gets down in the 40s. So it was funny because I threw 2 extra blankets in my van. I don't know why, because when I got to Missouri, those blankets, I hated them. I couldn't get them out of the way in the back end, my garage here. They were just in my way, and I was just, I told Beth, what on earth was I thinking bringing 2 extra blankets? Well, there you go. It was for here, because I used both of them for a total of 3 and a lightweight 4 blankets, and I'm comfortable at night. But I love not sweating, and I love it's not too hot, because right now, back in the Metro Denver, which is where I live. I shouldn't say I live in my van, but in between traveling and all, I go to my daughter's. She has room for me. So the El Nino's here, and I got a weather alert on my phone this morning that said heat warning for your area. And I looked at it thinking it was here. I'm like, there's no way. It's been in cool temps in the daytime. Well, it was for the town that I live at. And because I have them in this app, this weather app that I use. Anyhow, I thought, oh, thank goodness I'm not down the mountain and back home. Oh, thank goodness. So anyhow, I just, you know what? When I get times that I have all kinds of stuff in my mind, that's when I love talking to you guys, because I know that most of you are van people, or RVers, or campers, whatever you want to call it. And some people do dispersed camping and some don't. In fact, the funniest thing, when I went to this meetup, Lenny, who held the meetup, and it was her meetup, she was already a subscriber on my YouTube channel. I didn't even know it. She watches my YouTubes. Go figure. I just felt so happy. And all the girls were so sweet, and we just had a really good time. I made a really good, smart decision, though, while I was down there. Okay, the last full day that we were there, the day before, several girls were talking about, and I was in the conversation too, doing one of those canoe trips, or it's a place, they have them all over there because there's so many rivers around Missouri, or in Missouri, and you could rent a kayak. It was like $40 for the day, for 3.5 hours. You could rent an inner tube, and that was $20, or you could rent a canoe. I'm sorry, the canoe was $40. I think the kayak was $20, and then the tube was $20, if I'm remembering correctly. So I was all up for that, because let me tell you, all of my life I've been an outdoorsy type person. Before I became disabled, I was such an athlete. I played sports all the way up to almost 40 years old. I played in leagues, and so I've always been very active. And when I became disabled and everything changed, I had to give up my sports and all. But you know what? I am so happy I found VanLife, because I got out of that heat down there in Missouri. Oh, no, I was telling you the story. My daughter swears I have ADHD, and I think I'm starting to believe it, because like today, I started filling up my jug of water with a little water flavoring in it. Got the ice in there, walked outside, started dumping out the back of my garage there to clean it out, to try to find some black and white markers that I use on my rock painting, which is another story. So, I don't know, 20 minutes later, I came back in the van, and there sat my thing of ice, and it was still ugly, cold, but made my water. But I'm doing stuff like that all the time. I get off track. I can't stay on track on anything, and I have a hard time sitting still. So when I'm having days like today where I'm in a lot of pain, it drives me nuts. So back to what I was saying, which was, see, I get off topic constantly. I do this. And I was talking about, all right, I'm going to pause this and go back and listen to what I was talking about. Welcome to my world. Okay, I know what I was talking about. The canoeing and tubing and whatnot, okay? So we even stopped at the place the day before our last day there and checked it out and found out what the prices were so we could go back and talk to everybody else, and which we did. And we're all just laying in our chairs in the river, which is right by our vans. I mean, it couldn't have been more convenient. The location was great. And we're talking about doing this. And I started getting a little bit nervous. And so I told them, I says, I'm worried about my back and my neck. Because it was going to be a minimum of 3.5. Let's see, if you did a kayak, it was for 3.5 hours. And Joni was going to get a kayak, but the rest of us were going to get an inner tube. And so she was going to stay with us and allow us to change out if our backs are bothering us or whatever. But then it was going to be 5 hours. Now, 3.5 hours, I don't know if I could have done that. I think maybe I could have. But when it turned out it was going to be 5 hours minimum, or 5 hours, I got a little shaky because I know my body, and laying in one position for any length of time is difficult for me. It's painful. And I'll flare up my pain, and it can get bad. And if I'm stuck out, I kept thinking, if I'm stuck out there and I'm hurting so bad, I'm almost in tears, or I'm in tears, nobody's going to be able to do anything. I'm stuck. I'm on the river. They're not going to pick us up until 5 hours. So I told the girls I'd think about it overnight and I'd decide in the morning. I tossed it around that night, and then in the morning, I hadn't decided yet, but then in the morning when I woke up, got my coffee, it just came to me, don't do this. You are putting yourself at risk for a lot of pain. And it just kept playing in my head. As much as I wanted to do it, I told the girls I was going to have to back out and apologize and all, but they understood. To make a long story short, shorter I should say, they came back from the trip and it was almost 8 hours. It was like 7.5 hours they were gone. They were absolutely exhausted, wiped out, sunburned. The first thing Beth came up and said to me was, I am so glad you did not go. I hurt so bad from the inner tube. I don't care what position. It was too long doing on the river for my back. And I knew if it had been too hard on her, it would have tore me up too. So it turns out I made a good decision, and I'm so glad I listened to my intuition. My gut always guides me, and when I follow my gut intuition, it always turns out right for me. And if I ignore it, no matter what I think, it comes back and it bites me. So let's leave it on that note, my friends. How many times have you not listened to your gut instinct, and you went ahead with your own want instead of what your gut's telling you should or should not do, and it turned out to not be good? I want to hear your story. So put it down in the comments if you don't mind. Here's another thing I'd love to hear. Where do you all call Oh, let me switch here a little bit. Okay, I'm on my heating pad, which helps. I want to know where you're watching me from. If you don't mind, would you please put down in the comments where you're watching me from? Because as a van lifer, I love learning where people are at, where they live, and you guys are my family on here. Whether you're subscribed or not, you're still my family. And I thank you for watching, and I hope you'll consider subscribing, because I've got a ton of great videos on here. And I would love to have you as a subscriber if you haven't subscribed yet. But either way, I'm so grateful to you guys, because you guys help me keep going every day, because I love doing the videos, and it's like I'm doing it for y'all. I want to make y'all happy. I want to share my life with you. And I didn't even start out doing this. It was for my grandkids and my kids, so they felt safer about me being out here. So anyhow, enough of that. I can get rambling on because that's what I do. I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day, whatever day it is for you. And I hope I can see you down the road soon, one of these days. All right, bye-bye.